Good afternoon and welcome to Broadway Speaks Out. I'm your host, Marti Gould Cummings, and we are sitting with New York icon Kate Pazakis. Good afternoon, Kate.
Hey.
Now, last Monday, you had a new film that opened at the Philadelphia Gay Film Festival called The Big Gay Musical.
In the movie, I actually play myself, which is hilarious. I play myself as host of Mostly Sondheim, which is a weekly show that I host downtown. I play the lead character's best friend. It's a really great movie. I actually think it's going to be quite a hit.
And Michael Musto makes appearances in it.
Right.
Selena Carvajal, who I just interviewed, was in the movie as well.
Right. Only filmed in the duplex, actually.
Okay.
All of my scenes. And
to go into that, you do the Mostly Sondheim every Friday night with Marti Thomas.
Yes, every Friday downtown.
And you were telling me earlier today that you used to do that with Brandon Cottrell, who does the after party.
We started the show together 5 years ago now. And we were planning on doing it for 2 months, where it was literally only Sondheim all night long, which we were like, no, too much. No,
too much.
I'm a big fan. All night, too much.
Yeah.
And we decided to open up and make it mostly Sondheim. We did that for 2 years together, and then the Laurie Beachman contacted us because they wanted us to do that show there. Mm-hmm. At that point, we decided we wanted to do our own shows. I wanted to be a host. He wanted to be a host, and he went uptown. We went downtown. We're best friends still. No worry. No drama. We love each other.
No hard feelings.
No. I know everyone was like, oh, Mommy and Daddy broke up. And I was like, no.
Broadway drama, what do we do?
No, seriously. But now I've been doing the show for 3 years with Marti Thomas, who I love, adorable. And when Marty's out of town, I do it with Todd Buonapane.
Okay.
We have a lot of guest hosts. We have Danny Calvert comes in a lot. Titus Burgess comes in. Emily McNamara. We have great people.
You have this platform as a prominent entertainer here in New York, and you've used it so beautifully by doing the Rosie Family Cruises.
Right. These are just seriously the most amazing vacations you could ever go on. It's gay families with gay couples with their children, and it's just really beautiful watching these little kids run up to each other, and they're like, "Hey, do you have two mommies or two daddies?" And then they run and they go off and play together, and it's such a beautiful, beautiful experience. Rosie brings on crazy, amazing entertainment, and her wife Kelly and Greg Kaminsky, who run the company, they are constantly like shifting it around and bringing in new people. Cyndi Lauper was there, and I'm obsessed with Cyndi Lauper, hardcore. You see, Melissa Etheridge did a surprise concert.
Andrea McArdle's done it, and Seth Rudetsky, who's just so talented, is the musical director, right?
Yeah, he is hilarious and amazing, as he says. He's so funny. This year we did an 80s night on the last night, which was really funny. I did this, a duet with Ann Steele of Alone, and they were like, how's this going to work? And we did it as this crazy lesbian duet where we pretended like we were in love with each other, and you just have to see it. It'll be on YouTube, and I'm sure.
So keep an eye out.
I think watching Rosie just do her own thing and, create her own path is really what I've learned from her. Mm-hmm. I mean, she wouldn't fit into any normal type or, into any box, and she's created her own career, and I think that's what I've learned.
And it's about what we talked about earlier, creating your own career. And you also did the Jerry Springer opera at Carnegie Hall with one Emily Skinner and Harvey Keitel.
Right.
So what was that experience like?
Incredible. That's my favorite show. Literally, just dirty, filthy. That's what I like. Sorry. Yeah.
Dirty and filthy.
Yeah, and Harvey Keitel is like a serious method actor, so he would like answer the phone for about an hour before the show as Jerry Springer. There was a sign in his dressing room that said Jerry Springer, like hardcore.
He was very into the role. Speaking of Jerry Springer, how do you feel about Mr. Springer playing the leading role in Chicago in London?
I kind of feel like I want to see it. I don't know if it'll be good, but I mean, let's be honest. But you kind of have to go because he's Jerry Springer, and that's just weird,
Do you think he'll ever play himself in the Jerry Springer opera?
I don't know. Probably not. I think it's more fun to have an opera written about you than to star in it.
You performed beautifully at the Zipper Factory, and this concert was made into an album,
right?
Which is.
Can
you see it? Yes, and the back of it, beautiful picture there. So tell us a little bit about this album and how you got hooked up with Jason Robert Brown on it.
All right. On December 9th, we recorded a live concert called Unzipped. And we didn't really know that it was going to turn into anything big. We were like, oh, let's do an album, thinking that we could, produce it ourselves and sell a few, whatever. It ended up really, everything came together perfectly. PS Classics bought it. And then my producers and I were sitting down once this all started coming together, and they said, if you could have anything in the world that you want to make this album perfect, what would it be? And so I was like, like anything like Celine Dion duets, like you know, whatever. And they were like, sure, whatever.
And they're like, yeah, Celine, we'll call.
Yeah. All right, come on, Celine, duet time. So I said, all right, fine. Being kind of a little snotty, I was like, this is what I want. I want to sing a brand new song by Jason Robert Brown that he's written for me, just for me. All right? And next thing I knew, we were on a plane flying to LA, recording this brand new amazing song called Clarissa's Last Stand. He's just a genius. He really is.
Did you know Jason before this experience?
I didn't know. And I've been a big fan for years.
Grabbed the bull by the horn and went for it.
My producers are awesome. So
that's great.
They literally made it all happen. And while we were in LA, Jason had this idea for an arrangement of Hand in My Pocket by Alanis Morissette, which killed. So now we have that as our opening number, and we have Clarissa as the bonus track. So it's studio, and live in the middle.
Which I don't think I've ever heard of an album doing that. No. And I think that's really awesome. Yeah. And, you know, that's what you have to do, kids. Just tell people what you want and go for it.
Go for it.
She got Jason Robert Brown.
Secret it.
Yes, I think that's very important. And you will be doing a CD signing at Lincoln Center, Barnes & Noble. On when will that be happening?
August 19th. At 6 p.m. We're going to sell some CDs. We're going to do a little show. It'll be fun. Lincoln Center.
So you'll be performing live. Signing CDs.
With a full band, backup singers, sassiness, you know. That'll be good.
Kate Pazakis, get the album. Look how, that's so beautiful. And the back picture, I just love that back picture. Gorgeous.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
And thank you for joining the Rosie Cruise and letting me play with your gay dog today.
Oscar.
Oscar, the gay pug.
He is.
Love him. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Bye.
Gorgeous. Yay.